Neely. 30. Cedric Vaughn. And rounding out the starting lineup is Matt Daniel. The Pilots are coached by, the Patriots are coached by Dan Butcher, and he is assisted by Mark Vernon and Daniel Price. For Southern Poly, they have a starting lineup that looks this way. Southern Poly's Hornets will have number 4, Bobby Smith, alongside number 10, that is Jessie Childs, who is from Bakersfield, California. Also, the starting lineup is CJ Ulrich, who is from Dallas, Texas. 33 is Ashton Pitts from Atlanta, Georgia, rounding out the starting lineup. DeAndre Blackman from Decatur, Georgia. To look at the starting lineups as the official Marcus Gossard, James Durham, and both teams on the floor right now as we're ready to start this game between the Hornets and the Patriots. And joining me once again is Jerry Kaler. He'll have the headset on in just a moment. For Southern Poly, they will be in all white with dark green numerals and trim, moving from left to right, and all maroon with white numerals for the Patriots. Teams have just been introduced by the public address announcer. Starting 5 making their way onto the floor. We are at Municipal Auditorium in downtown Kansas City. Historic building. It has been around for many years. Well, Jerry Kaler, we just saw an exciting game just a moment ago. Hope to see another one right here. As the opening tip, won by Southern Poly, back the other way. They may have got by with travel as the shot put up and misses the mark, and early on we get our first foul. And that was on number 10 of Cumberlands. That is actually number 30 of Cumberlands. And do I have a number 34 Cumberlands? Number 54 of Southern Poly to the line. That is Blackman. He is hitting it just 50% and he misses the mark. Rebound put up, no good, and the ball swatted out of bounds. And play is stopped. It is 1-0 Southern Poly. The only point coming from DeAndre Blackman. As here's Southern Poly trying to increase their lead as a shot goes wide. Rebound pulled down by Cumberlands, and back they come. Slowing the pace up just a bit is Xavion Neely. He flips it over on the near side to Leaden. Between the circles, grabbing a pass for Cumberlands is Benito Santiago Jr. Flips it over on the far side. Backpedaling out of travel is Matt Daniel. He hands off on the near side, and with the basketball there is Neely. Neely being guarded closely. Watching him is Bobby Smith, and here's a long-range shot. Draws iron, no good. Reaching high to yank down the rebound, and starting back is Blackman. He drops that basketball back for McElrath. McElrath yells instructions to his team. Still with the basketball is McElrath. Goes to the left hash mark, picks up the dribble, plays it between the circles to Childs. Childs, a long shot, no good. The rebound goes to Cumberland. Back they come. Neely, a long feed on the far side as it's banked home. Leaden, who is averaging just 0.5 points per game, scores for the Kentucky-based school. We have our first lead change. It is 2-1. Now a long shot by Southern Poly. Misses the mark. Leaden with the rebound, and he gives way to his teammate Neely, who slowly starts back the other way. Neely delivers it on the far side. Grabbing that pass is Matt Daniel. Matt Daniel feeds it on underneath. as it's kept alive. 19 to go on the shot clock. Now it's rolled underneath as a hook shot misses the mark. The rebound, pulling that down to being stripped of the basketball, was Benito Santiago Jr. And the other way come the Hornets with the basketball as McElrath is around the horn it goes. Punched over in the far corner. A long shot put up, no good. The rebound taken down by the Cumberlands team, the Patriots. They are in maroon, and slowly across the line they go. With the dribble is Xavion Neely. He hands off to Matt Daniel. Being guarded very closely. Watching him is Jessie Childs. Now flipped over on the far side. The hook shot misses the mark. The putback is good. 2 points there from Patricio Liaden. He has 4 in this game, and his team up by 3. It is 4-1. 17-19 to go in the first half. Backpedaling with the basketball is McElrath. He delivers it underneath as the shot rolls around the iron, no good. And Santiago with the rebound, and he gives way, and racing back to the other end is Neely. He backpedals just a bit, gives to Matt Daniel on the near side. Guarding him very closely is Childs. Now Daniel, a long three-pointer, misses the mark, skying to pull down the board. Bobby Smith, and he starts up the left side. Smith across the timeline. He moves into the paint, picks up the dribble, looks for an outlet. 26 to go on the shot clock. It goes back to Bobby Smith. Smith decides to crank up a shot, and he hits a three-pointer. Bobby Smith, who hits at 33% from beyond the arc, he is averaging 15.2 points per game, ties this contest at 4 each with 16:25 to go in the first half. Now twisting and turning is Neely. Decides to wipe his mouth with his jersey as he still dribbles the basketball. And he stops, and what's the call here, Terry? Timeout taken?
Oh, foul on number 30.
That was an offensive foul. Drawing that infraction. As you said, Steve Goins. Goins, a 6'10", 240-pound sophomore from Chicago. It's 2 team fouls on the Patriots. Yet the foul are the Hornets. As they own that basketball. On the left side is McElrath. He hands off, and a three is good from Jessie Childs, who hits at 44% from beyond the arc. He averages 9.5 points per contest. Now racing back is Neely. The ball knocked out of his hand, and Bobby Smith called for the foul right in front of us. Jerry, did you see that reaction?
We had a camera on in the face. Worth it all.
The picture is worth 1,000 words. That time, I think it's worth 1,000,000 words.
It said it all.
First team foul on Southern Poly. I think I call them Cal Poly. It's Southern Poly. And Trey Payne hands off. Actually, that was Flynn Clayman. That's bounced off the floor for Clayman. Around the horn, Daniel delivers it into the right corner for Liaden. Back to Clayman. Oh my gosh, does he get hit? It's Bobby Smith again. This time there's no argument from Smith.
None whatsoever.
Oh, he just laid an elbow into Flynn Clayman. That's 2 team fouls now on
Maybe
Southern Poly.
Make it up for the other one. Make sure he
Yeah.
any fouls.
Well, I'm going to get 2 fouls worth this time. Now it's inbounded to Neely, looking to set the offense. They received a fresh shot clock with that foul. Holding the ball low is Matt Daniel. Underhands a pass on the right side. Now it goes back to Daniel. Left hash mark underneath for Clayman. Pivots, dishes off, and Neely a long effort put up, and that's good for 3 points. Xavion Neely, Trey. He averages 16.5 per contest. And play is stopped.
Fouls on Grisby.
And he is, number 14 is Devin Grigsby, senior from Baton Rouge. Going to the game for Southern Poly is Trey Payne. The ball back the other way, working with it is Neely. He hands off, around the horn they go. Left side now to Grigsby, who threw that foul. He gives to Matt Daniel. He rolls a three out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Payne. Right-handed dribble, crosses the timeline, looks to the right, throws to the left. Gathering in that pass is Jessie Childs. Left-handed dribble for Childs, tries to meet in by Matt Daniel. A collision, and was it an offensive foul? No, well, what is the call?
It's a block.
A blocking foul
by Neely, number 23.
So Neely, his first foul, team foul number 4 in this half. Fouls coming early for Cumberland. As to the line and putting a shot through is Childs, 75% free throw shooter. He has 4 points to lead his team. It's 8-4 Southern Poly over Cumberlands. Another opportunity coming up, and Childs makes this one as well. 5 points for Childs in this game, and his Southern Poly Hornets on top by 2. Got just one lead change. Neely, 2 hands of pass on the near side, bumped underneath, and it's rolled in. Nice grab and shot by the Cumberland team. As back they come. Neely across the line, puts up a 3. Bounce high, no good. Childs leaps to pull down the rebound. He hands off. As another 3 by Childs. Bounces high, and Clayman with the rebound. He leaves it for his teammate. And slowly starting back is Xavion Neely. He hands to Glenn Clayman. Clayman dribbles around the arc. Leaves it back for Neely. Calls for one teammate to come closer. Now on the left side it goes for Grigsby. Pass underneath, that's tapped away. It's a turnover against the Cumberlands, and Southern Poly the other way as a long shot, no good. Leaping to pull down the rebound was Lee Aiden. Now they take it into the offensive end of the court. Patricio Lehman turns, spins, and hits. Lehman has 6 points in the game, and his Cumberland team now leads 11-9. They have regained the mark. 2 late changes in this one. Trey Payne with the basketball, hands off underneath and being stripped of it. Couldn't get the shot away was Childs. And a turnover. That's turnover number 1 on Southern Poly. Clayman all alone from 3-point range. His shot banks off the boards, no good. Trey Payne with the rebound. One hand's into the corner, and we get a whistle. Did he step on the line? He did. Those are the kind of turnovers, I'm sure, that just drive coaches crazy. So the Cumberlands will come back the other way. Moving from right to left, and they're all maroon. And taking it slowly across the line is Neely. He gives to Matt Daniel. Moves it in underneath, twisting and turning and missing with a shot was Tomas Punches. And it's the other way for Southern Poly. Through traffic, banking it home. Number 33, Ashton Pitts. 11-11 the score, and we get a timeout taken. Timeout called by Cumberlands. Well, Jerry, you have both teams set up. Give us a little information on Southern Poly.
Southern Poly is located in Georgia.
In Georgia. Where in Georgia? That would be Marietta, Georgia.
The northern side of Georgia.
I believe so.
7,000 people enrolled. Their nicknames, the Hornets. Their school colors are hunter green, black, and white. Their home arena is called the Hornets Nest. Capacity of the nest is 2,500 people, and the president, Lisa Rosbacher, and athletic director, Carl Stabber. The SID is not available, so the conference is Southern States Atlantic. Here we go again.
All right, next opportunity. Tell us about their appearances in the championship. Backpedaling just a bit, yelling for his team to get set up is Davion Neely. Cumberlands Patriots, 20-11 overall coming into this championship. Davion Neely between the circles, hustles right side of the paint, and he gets fouled. See who it's against.
Who's hero?
Number 20, Fuller. Ricky Fuller, Cranston, Rhode Island, a 6'3" junior. Team foul number 3 on the Hornets. The other 2 to Bobby Smith. Inbounding from under his offensive basket is Leaden. And it's shoved underneath, ball in the popcorn machine. Pulled down by Leaden, waits for the area to clear, and he puts it home. He has a total of 8 points in this game, and his team now has taken the lead again, 13-11. Southern Poly trying to even the score. With the basketball now is Randy Fuller. Left side, Trey Payne, a long 3, and he hits. Trey Payne, who makes 33% of his shots from beyond the arc, connects. Another lead change. That's the 3rd in the game. It is 14-13. The Hornets lead the Patriots. Picking up the dribble was Neely. Now underneath it goes as a bank shot put through by Benito Santiago Jr. Slowly back is Payne. He crosses the timeline. The lead change just now, number 4 in the game, as the basketball turned over by the Hornets. The other way, Matt Daniel underneath, leaps high and puts it in. His first 2 of the game. He averages 14 points a game. Second high on his team. Trey Payne across the line. Goes to the right side. Hands off there. McElrath with the basketball. One hand's between the circles to Irby. Now he gives to Randy Fuller. 2 hands to Trey Payne. Looks at putting up a 3. Decides not to. Inches in, and he hits from 3. 2 consecutive 3-pointers by Trey Payne. And the game is now even at 17. 9:38 to go in the first half. Delivered on the near side to Santiago. Races right side, kicks it out to Leaden. A 3-pointer, no good. The rebound, before he could go, they're going to count this basket by Cungus. He scores. And he'll go to the line. I thought the whistle had blown before he put the shot up, Jerry.
I think it went through with the full motion. Got to draw the foul.
And it was on Cortez Irby, his first. Team foul number 6 on the Hornets. And now Markeith Cungus at the line. He is a 67% free throw shooter. This is the first free throw opportunity for the Patriots, and he completes the 3-point play. He has 5 total in this game, and his team now up 20-17. Jessie Childs collides with his teammate, regains the basketball or keeps it, hands off underneath as a foul and another stop in the action. Is it a foul, or are they saying someone stepped on the line?
Foul on number 42, Daniel.
That Daniel, foul number 1. Team foul number 5. Fouls coming in at a rapid pace. That Daniel, who just fouled, he is from Moreland, Kentucky. We have a Kentucky-based school against one from Marietta, Georgia. Jessie Childs backpedals near midcourt. He hands off to Payne. A lot of time left in the shot clock, 23 seconds. Payne, right side, loses the basketball out of bounds. They say that no one in a Cumberland uniform touched it, and the ball will turn over to the Patriots. For Southern Poly, that gives them 4 turnovers in this game. 4 turnovers either way. Looking for a pass or a shot was Neely. He hands off to Leaden, to Daniels. Right side to Neely. He may have got by with a travel. Is underneath a shot. Rejected. But a foul called. I think, was that an offensive foul?
No, no foul. The ball went off the offensive player. When he blocked the shot, came back at him.
Okay. Well, Trey Payne the other way. It's his arm covered in a green band all the way up. Fuller hands off. That's delivered on the right side. A 3-pointer misses the mark. Underneath, the ball rolls out of bounds. And we do get a foul this time. And it's called on
22.
Number 22 of Cumberlands. That's Santiago. And for Cumberlands, that gives them 6 fouls in this game. And at the charity stripe is Ashton Pitts. For the first time in this game, he hits at 71% from the line. Ashton Pitts eyes the mark and banks it home. He has 3 in the game, another one coming for Ashton Pitts. Flynn Clayman back on the floor for Cumberlands. Santiago, who just drew his first foul, exits the game. Pitts has another free throw coming. Taking his time. Pitts eyes the mark and arcs it through. It's 4 in the game for Pitts. Cumberland leads 20-19. Lynn Clayman leaps, fires left side to Daniel in the left corner, being guarded by Payne. Underhanded on the right side to Patricio Lieman, gives to Daniel, fakes a 3, now fakes another 3, pivots, hands to Clayman between the circles. Underneath it goes to Cunges. He hands to Clayman, who loses possession of the basketball. And the other way, a shot misses the mark. Clayman goes high to pull down the rebound, and he hands to Matt Daniel. Across the line. Leaves it as we get a stop and play. Left it for Neely. What's the call here?
Going to foul on Fuller, his second.
That's Randy Fuller, the junior from Cranston, Rhode Island. And at the stripe will be Markeith Cunges. 1 for 1. Oh, pardon me, no shooting foul. Leaden will be inbounding. He finds Matt Daniel, looked at a 3, and then walked with the basketball. 6 fouls on the Patriots, and the Hornets will get to inbound. Taking the inbound pass is C.J. McElrath, junior from Dallas. He leaves it for Trey Payne. 7:38 to go in the first half, 20-19, Cumberlands with the lead. Dumped over on the far side, now it goes underneath. Pivoting with the basketball was Pitts. As he decides to dribble, backs up, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound though, pulled down by the Hornets. As it's dished over left side for Pitts, right in front of the Cumberland bench, being watched closely. One hands to Trey Payne between the circles. Payne dribbles right side. Payne goes to the left side now, still outside of the arc, hands to Pitts, and he hits a 3. Ashton Pitts, his first 3 of the game, he has 7 total points. He scores at 44% from 3-point range. And Southern Poly has regained the lead. 5 lead changes already in this one, 22-20. The Hornets on top, 6:41 remaining in the first half. Is missing everything was Flynn Clayman with a shot. And the other way comes Trey Payne. His shot a bit short, falls off the iron, no good. And we get another foul. Is kind of wobbly right now is Cortez Irby. He's a junior from Camden, Alabama. Foul number 7 Team foul on the
foul on Clayman.
That's his first. Now the 1-and-1 situation are the Hornets. And to the line will go Cortez Irby. He hits at 81% from the charity stripe. His first offering hits the rim, no good. What is it today? Some of these guys who are great free throw shooters just missing everything. Is a three, rolls around and goes through. Cortez Irby, his first 3 points of this game. And Southern Poly now with their biggest lead. It is 5 points, and a timeout is taken. Well, Jerry, tell everyone about Southern Poly's experience in this tournament.
1978, they lost to Quincy, Illinois, 70-63. In 79, they won 75-66 to Cal State. 1980, they lost to St. Augustine, 66-63. 1981, they won over Franklin Pierce, 82-75. In 1982, they won to Paul Quinn, 84-79. 1987, they lost to Taylor, 65-56. But then they didn't show up and come back to the tournament until 2000, where they won 74-65 over Point Lamo Nazarene, and 2001, 86-59 over Mountain State. 2002, 88-77, they lost to Westmount. 2004, they lost to Mobile, Alabama, 77-67. 2005, they won 88-74 in Voorhees, South Carolina. 2006, 104-90, they won over LSU.
Oh, would that be LSU?
Shreveport.
Shreveport.
Just
we saw just a little while ago.
And then they returned in 2010, 78-70, Oklahoma City. 2011, it was 96-64. They lost to Concordia, California. And that's their history.
14 appearances. Wow.
First round record, 8-6.
Oh, underneath, swinging it up and in for Cumberland was number 30. That is Steve Goins, a fantastic shot. Not your typical alley-oop. It was under the basket. He grabbed it and swung it sideways, pulling it up afterwards and put it through to pull his team to within 3, 25-22. Southern Poly on top. Shoveled underneath, dribbling the baseline, looking for the best shot is McElrath. Now he drops it back for Payne, who returns it from McElrath, hesitates, and he drives it off the iron, no good. And the rebound taken down by Goins, a long lead effort on the right side to Matt Daniel. His shot dances off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound though, back the other way, spinning off the rim, no good was Neely. And play is stopped with a foul. And who is this one on? Two-shot foul coming up, and that foul is on 30.
Number 22.
Number 22. And that is C.J. McElrath. So to the line is Steve Goins, a 61% free throw shooter, makes it. He completes a three-point play, and we're back to square one. 25-25, 5:12 to go in the first half. Payne takes the inbound feed, slowly starts back, passes on the right side. Irby with the basketball, returns it for Payne, who pops it over for Irby at the right hash mark. Being double team, left side for Payne, kicks it off into the left corner, and Childs rims a shot out. A rebound, grabbed a defensive board for Cumberlands, and they quickly race the other way. There's a hook shot. Oh, a nice block there. Getting his paw on it to knock it aside was DeAndre Blackman. He is a 6'5" junior from Decatur, Georgia. Now into the game for Southern Poly is number 33. That's Ashton Pitts. And the inbound feed Pulled down by Neely. He finds Daniel, who returns it for Neely between the circles. Looks at Daniel, instead swings it off underneath to Santiago. He gives to Daniel, gets a pick, dribbles out of traffic, leaves it for Neely between the circles. He's inside the paint. His hook shot not strong enough, and a foul is called. Is that on Payne, I believe? It's actually on number 10.
Childs.
Jessie Childs, his first. Childs from Bakersfield, California. And Neely will shoot free throws. Xavier Neely, a 70% shooter, and bounds off the iron, no good. 17 fouls either side. Xavier Neely has another one on the way. Holds the basketball high. Bends slightly and rattles it around. It was tapped in. Who was it that got that basket, tapping it home? Number 22 for Cumberland, that is Santiago. He has 4 in this game. And Cumberland now on top. 6 lead changes. 27-25 Cumberlands. Childs takes a pass cross court. Underneath, turning and firing and banking that shot home was Pitts. He has 9. Cumberlands will try and untie this one. Neely on the right side gives to Liaden. Back to Neely. Now to Daniels. Right side in front of his opponent's bench. Feeds it underneath to Santiago. Turns, pops, no good. The rebound.
0.
And that was Liaden. He has 10. And his team back on top, 29-27. Payne, a long pass, leaping to pull that one down was McElrath. He hands off underneath and banging it home was Cortez Irby. Neely slowly dribbles the other way. 29 all the score with 2:58 to go in the first half. Xavier Neely gives to Matt Daniel. Did he walk? It looked like it. Santiago turns, pops, and hits. That was close to a walk if it was not a walk. It looked like he took it two steps before he dribbled. Well, they didn't. The guys in the stripes didn't call it, so who are we to say?
We're just sitting on the sideline.
Yeah. McElrath holds it high. Cross court to Payne. Pops it off into the right wing corner. A long shot. Draws iron. And the rebound taken down. Starting back Cumberlands. Neely across the timeline. Switches hands with the dribble. Gives it on the right side to Matt Daniel. And a foul away from the action. Or was it a violation?
Oh, it was a hold.
Well, I don't know because that was the 8th foul.
Yeah, on 22. It was on number 22, Santiago.
No shooting foul, no shots, even though that was their 8th foul here in the defensive zone. Long lob, far side. Childs feeds it underneath, having to rush to pick it off the floor was Blackman. Now it's dumped back for Childs, off his hand and out of bounds. Childs loses the basketball for Southern Poly. Turnover number 5. And Neely backs up as he dribbles the basketball, being watched. Feeds it to Flynn. Clayman turns, misses badly with a shot. Couple of Hornets there with the rebound. It's Childs who takes the ball, and he drops it back left side. Payne's shot knocked away from him. It goes out of bounds. But they say, the officials do, well, nope. They are saying that it was last touched, I guess, by Childs.
blocked it right back on top of him.
Healy feeds it to Leaden, left side. Daniel between the court receives, between the circles receives a feed. Right side it goes. That's given back to Matt Daniel. Ingwatch dribbles left side of the paint, hooks one off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Blackman. On the right side it goes to Childs, up the right side of the court. Dribbles into the right wing corner. He has Leaden with him and he stepped on the line. Once again, that's something that drives coaches crazy. When they do that, they step on the line. That's the 7th turnover by Southern Poly. And trying to take the lead will be Cumberlands. Oh my gosh, Leaden collided with Daniel, his teammate. Still maintains the dribble. Now he shoves it off to Damon. Back near half court, 17 to go on the shot clock. Swings it over for Clayman, down to the right wing corner. Underneath, a shot by Cunges. Misses the mark, goes up high, and we get an offensive foul on Flynn Clayman as he just leveled McElrath. No, they're calling him McElrath on the foul. And Clayman will shoot free throws. 2 fouls on McElrath, that's 8 fouls for Southern Poly. Clayman, an 86% free throw shooter. Will try and put one through, and he does. It's his first point of the game. His Cumberland team up by 3, 32-29. Another one on the way for Flynn Clayman, 6'8", 200 from Los Angeles. His second one bounds high as it misses the mark, and the rebound taken down by Blackman, and he leaves that basketball for Payne. Tells his team what offense they're running. Takes it across the line. Surveys the defense. Gives on the right side. Childs now between the circles. Hands off. It goes back to Childs. 3 seconds to go in the first half. Has taken away, and a long shot from half court misses the mark, and we have reached halftime. Cumberlands leads 32-29 in this one. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll recap the first half. Cumberlands on top after 6 lead changes. These two teams have gone at it for 20 minutes, and Cumberlands on top 32-29. Back in just a few minutes. You are watching the 2012 Buffalo Funds NAIA Division I Men's Basketball National Championship. We are coming back in 3, 2, 1. Well, 3 halves of basketball have been complete on the second day of the 2012 National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics Buffalo Funds Division I Men's Basketball National Championship from Kansas City, Missouri. Along with Jerry Kaler, I'm Bob Renison, and at the half, it's Cumberlands from Kentucky leading Southern Poly 32-29. Well, Jerry, the first game we saw earlier today, it was between 2 schools from Louisiana, and LSU Shreveport defeated Xavier 66-63 with a lot of free throws missed by Xavier. In this game, well, we haven't seen a whole lot of free throws. We see that so far just 6 attempted by Cumberlands. They have made 3, 50% not great. And for their opponents, Southern Poly, the Hornets, have attempted 7, and they have made 5, a little bit better as we're just about ready to start play. Give us some highlights of the first half.
Well, you got the highlights going on here. You know, go back to the free throws. If you notice, the scores is a lot closer when everybody's hitting free throws than when you're not hitting free throws.
Right.
And if you don't have a good percentage of free throws, that could win or lose a ball game.
Yes, yes.
On it. So,
and let's take a look at some of the scoring in this one as well. Leading Cumberlands with 10 total points in this game is Patricio Liaden. He has 10. With 6 is Benito Santiago, and chipping in with 5 each, Steve Goins and Markeith Cungus. The opposing team, Southern Poly of Georgia, the Hornets, leading the way scoring for them with 9 is Ashton Pitts, and he has 9 with 6. Trey Payne, 5 each for Cortez Irby, and also with 5, it is Jessie Childs. As far as foul trouble right now, we see that no one with more than 2 fouls for the Hornets, and so far foul-wise, no one with more than 2 fouls for Cumberlands. And second half action underway. Cumberlands in all maroon going from left to right. They have white numerals and white trim. Daniel hands off. It goes on the right side. Liaden plays it between the circles to Daniels. Now on the left side, Neely gives it back to Daniels. 15 to go on the shot clock. Liaden holds it high, swings it over to Neely between the circles. He decides to dribble with it. Goes left side of the paint, turns, fires, rolls around, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Smith, and he drops it back for his teammate. Starting back for Southern Poly is Ashton Pitts. He gets a return feed, left side of the paint, and he walked with the basketball. For Southern Poly, that was turnover number 8. Number 9 make it in this game. Cumberlands has a total of 8 turnovers as well. Cumberlands feeling full court pressure, which backs off just a bit. And Neely across the timeline. It's 32-29, Cumberlands on top. Neely skies it back to Liaden, who returns it for Neely. Now along the baseline, a pass. Steve Goins turns and rolls it home. So for Steve Goins, that gives him a total of 7 points in the game, and his team now up by 5. That's their largest lead. It is 34-29. And we get a foul. Guilty party is Patricio Liaden. That's his first team foul this half. As there's a loose basketball rushing in to claim it is Matt Daniel. Another turnover by the Hornets. That gives them 10. And Matt Daniel pushes it off to the left side to Liaden. He gives to Santiago, loses the basketball as he tried to force the baseline. It goes out of bounds. It was knocked away from him, so it will stay with Cumberlands. Cumberlands on top, 34-29. Matt Daniel will inbound, high arcing inbound pass. Racing to get it was Neely, and they say an over and back. They say that he stepped on the line.
He slid right across the half court mark.
That's 10 turnovers either way. The officials in this contest: Marcus Gossard, James Durham, and Roland Simmons. The winner of this will face the team that won earlier today. That's the Pilots of LSU. Oh my gosh, a big hit on Childs, no call. LSU Shreveport. Underneath, the shot misses the mark. That put up by Bobby Smith. Now he pulls it down. Smith in the left corner. Fires it over between the circles to McElrath. He gives to Childs. Fakes a pass on the left side. Fires it off the floor. It goes out of bounds. Who touched it last?
Got a foul.
Foul. And once again, it was Liaden, his second in this half. Not even 2 minutes in, and his second of the game, and the second team foul against Cumberlands. C.J. McElrath will inbound. Looked at Smith, decides instead to play it between the circles to DeAndre Blackman. Now it goes to Childs, looked at a three, instead drove the left side of the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line for two.
Fouls on San Diego, his third.
Expect him to leave the game in just a few minutes, take a breather. Jessie Childs, 2 for 2 in this game, will go to the free throw line. Spins the basketball a couple of times and nothing but net. His 6th point of the contest. And just a 4-point lead for Cumberlands. Another shot coming up for Jessie Childs. As this one hits the space between the glass and the iron, no good. Ball rolls out of bounds. And getting to inbound will be Cumberlands. Doing the honors, Matt Daniel. He gives to Neely, who pushes it forward to Grigsby across the line, dumps it off in the corner, and Clayman hits a three. He hits from a clip of 48%. I believe that was his first attempt, as Clayman takes the basketball away, loses it, regains it, and hands to Neely. 11 turnovers by Southern Poly. Clayman, nice job to take a pass, as now he gives up the basketball. Blackman hands to Smith. Up the left side of the court he goes. Takes it across the timeline, tries to move in, knocked away from him, but drawing the foul, I believe it will be Grigsby, his second.
It is, and it's his second.
And that's team foul already, number 4 this half on Cumberlands. They have to be careful. Still no team fouls on the Hornets. Well, our next game coming up, I guarantee an Eagle win.
Who are you going to root for?
Oh, we can't root in these games.
An Eagle or an Eagle?
Oh, well, the Eagles, of course.
Yes. Exactly.
Bobby Smith between the circles. In the key, his shot doesn't go through. And actually that's Steve Goings with the rebound. Gives to Neely right in front of the scorer's table. Now inside the three-point arc, kicks it out right side. It's returned to Goings, thought about a three, dribbles inside, and his shot draws iron and falls into the hands of Bobby Smith. Quickly the other way, peels back, hands off there to Blackman, to Trey Payne, waits, now he puts up a three and hits! His third three of this game from Trey Payne, and it is now a 4-point game, 37-33 in favor of Cumberlands. Neely the other way, trying to get at least 2 of those 3 back. Holding his hand high was Clayman. Around the horn it goes, left side Steve Goins, bumps with Blackman, puts up a right-handed shot and in. Steve Goins now with a total of 9 points. Here's a 3 from Smith, and that is good. The other way, Bobby Smith, his second consecutive 3. Well, he is hot so far in the second half. Daniel pumps it cross court, and Neely slowly across the line. 15:54 remaining in the second half. It's now a 3-point lead for Cumberland. They at one point were up 7 in this second half. Fed to Goins, misses the mark. Fouled, he'll shoot a couple of free throws.
Fouls on Hornets, number 54, Blackman, his first.
DeAndre Blackman, a junior from Decatur, Georgia. And to the line, Steve Goins. He is 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. Make it 1 for 2 as he bounces it off the rim. No good. Steve Goins, 6'10", 240 from Chicago. Another free throw attempt coming up for Steve Goins. Taking his time, and he banks that one in. Steve Goins, 2 for 3 at the stripe. He is up to 10 points in this game. And Trey Payne takes the inbound pass from Randy Fuller. Fires on the right side for Jessie Childs. Delivers near side to Trey Payne. Fakes a shot. Plays it between the circles for Childs. Holding it high now is Smith. Left side to Childs. Around the horn it goes, and a three-pointer again by Smith. This time he misses. Childs with the putback, and he scores. Childs with 8, and the margin just 2 now for Cumberland, 40-38. Quickly back are the Patriots. Underneath, inside the arc. Flynn Flayman banks it in, and Cumberland's now up by 4, 42-38. Across the timeline, Trey Payne puts it over near side to Smith. Delivers it between the circles with the basketball. There is Irby. He gives to Childs, left side to Smith. Drives the baseline. His shot just a bit too strong. And it went out of bounds, but it was off of the Hornets. And so inbounding under their defensive basket will be the Patriots. Doing the honors is Daniels as his inbound pass hits Grigsby, turns it for Daniels, left side to Neely, as they have a little trouble, finally do get it across the timeline. The ball swatted away from Neely, but a foul took place in the process. It was on Trey Payne. That's his first. And team foul number 2 in this half on the Hornets. 4 team fouls for the Patriots, 2 for the Hornets. Matt Daniel set to inbound. Drops it back. Taking that inbound pass was Neely. Xavion Neely across the line. Dribbles it low to the ground. Drops the basketball for Daniel. Cross court, taking that feed. Petricchio Leaden. From three-point range, hit by Flynn Flayman, his second three-pointer of this game. He has 9 total in the contest. Back the other way, Bobby Smith gives up a 3, dribbles in, kicks it back to McElrath, and he drives a three-pointer home. C.J. McElrath, his first points of the contest. The lead now 45-41 for Cumberlands. Slowly back now, picking up some speed. Neely tries to go coast to coast. He does, and he scores. Neely has 5 points so far in this game, and back the other way, and we get a whistle and a foul, and this one
on 0-0.
That's Leaden. That's 3 on him. Let's see if they take him out. Meanwhile, to the stripe is Jessie Childs. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Hits the front of the rim. Ball's wide. Being taken out of the game for a little while is Layden. Grigsby takes his place on the floor. Devon Grigsby, a 6'1" senior from Baton Rouge. Next offering is good, out of the hands of Childs. He has 9. It's a 47-42 lead for Cumberlands. And I looked away for a second and heard the whistle blow, Jerry.
It was off a foot. Off of one of the Hornets' foot. Kicked out of bounds.
Inbounding, Daniel. He finds Devin Grigsby, tried to return it for Daniel. stolen. Childs kicks it off into the left corner. Smith hesitates, puts up a three, misses the mark. As it's batted high in the air, McElrath pulls down the rebound, gives way. One dribble and a shot. Effort by Childs, misses the mark. Rebound taken down, and Neely hustles the other way. Across the timeline he goes. Into traffic, kicks it off to Daniel for three. Rims around, no good. Back come the Hornets. Smith with the dribble across the timeline, moves in on Daniel, leaves it for C.J. McElrath. Oh, he may have got by with a walk there, just like we saw earlier. Pulling down a pass is McElrath underneath, and the turnaround hook shot is up and good by Irby. Daniel takes a feed quickly across the line, two-hand pass. Clayman looks for an outlet, hands to Daniel from well beyond the three-point arc. It's returned to Daniel between the circles. Guarding him is McElrath. Right side it goes underneath along the baseline. Clayman looks for an outlet, dribbles once, turns, pops, and rolls it home. Glenn Clayman now in double digits. He has 11, his team up 49-44. McElrath slows up the pace. Right side it goes to Childs, looks at a three, returns it for McElrath, flipped along the baseline, and hitting was Cortez Irby. Now just a three-point lead for Cumberlands. Neely up the left side, across the line. Watching him from about 10 feet away is Childs, switching hands with the dribble. Neely spins, still maintains the rock, gives it to Grigsby in front of his team's bench, backpedals. 8 to go on the shot clock. Hands to Daniel between the circles. Daniel right side of the paint, his shot misses the mark, and it's pulled down, and the Hornets race the other way. Childs flings it two-handed off the floor for Smith. Turnaround jumper misses the mark, and starting back the other way, going coast to coast, Neely puts up a shot that doesn't go, but a foul called. Was that an offensive foul? I think it was on
Neely.
That's his second of the game, and his team's sixth foul. So the next time they foul in the bonus will be the Hornets. 11:28 to go in the second half, 49-46. The Patriots on top. I see the team from LSU Shreveport watching this game. Some of them are. They will face the winner of this contest. Jerry, let's look at another moment in tournament history. Next time out after that, we'll have you take a look at Southern Poly, or actually take a look at Cumberlands. Let's take a look. What year do you want to go back to, Jerry?
Oh, just pick a year.
Pick a year, any year. Okay, this is the 75th anniversary of this tournament, so there's a lot of years to pick from. How about 1970? The NAIA decides to return the dunk for the 70-71 season. An announcement of this change in the NAIA basketball rules was made by Jim Gudger, head coach at Western Carolina. And they are located in North Carolina. In years prior to 1970, dunking was outlawed in high school and collegiate basketball because of the domination by small players. Or tall players, not small players. There are some small.
Well, there's some small guys who can dunk.
That's true. Spud Webb comes to mind. He retired a long time ago. I remember when they returned it to the high school game, and I believe it was my senior year, the 76-77 season. I went to school in Kansas City, Winnetonka High, and we had a player named Terry Olson. He brought the house down with a dunk. First time I'd ever seen it in a high school game.
I think it's a good thing they brought it back myself.
Yes, yes. McElrath takes the inbound pass, slowly crosses the timeline. 49-46, Cumberland. It's the 11-17 left to go in the second half. Feeds Blackman, twisting and turning, kicks it off into the corner, and a long shot is good from three-point range. Making that effort was Cortez Irby, his second three-pointer. He joins the double-digit parade with 12 points in this contest. Cumberland and Southern Poly now tied at 49. Santiago back on the court for the Cumberlands Patriots. That underneath to Steve Goins, who's back to the basket, turns, fires, his shot doesn't go through. Blackman with the rebound, hands off to Smith. Left side for Childs. His effort rolls off the rim, doesn't go through the basket. He's fouled, and it's on number 20. That would be Cedric Vaughn, just inserted into the game. And to the line is Childs, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Looks at the mark and puts it through, and we have another lead change. It's 10 points in the game for Childs. That's lead change number 7. Well, Vaughn was in, but not for very long. He gave a breather just now to Neely, who is back on the floor.
That was about long enough for 2 breaths.
Yeah. Childs hits both of them. He has 11, and his team up by 2 now, 51-49. His team is Southern Poly from Georgia. Neely races across the line, pulls up, surveys the defense. 22 to go on the shot clock. Left side he goes, still with the dribble. Looks for a teammate or a shot, pumps it over to Lee Aiden. In his space is McElrath, gives to Matt Daniel. Daniel hands to Santiago. Twisting and turning, loses the basketball. It's rolling on the floor. There's a scramble, and immediately it rolls out of bounds. It will go to the Hornets. And a turnover by Cumberlands. And that is 13 on the Patriots. Timeout is taken. Jerry, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Cumberlands. University of Cumberlands.
Cumberlands is from Williamsburg, Kentucky, has an enrollment of 3,500. Their nickname is the Patriots. School colors is maroon and white. Home arena is the O. Wayne Rollins Center, and the capacity there is 1,700. The president is Dr. James H. Taylor, and the athletic director is Randy Vernon. The SID is Jennifer Wake Floyd, and they're in the Mid-South Conference.
Mid-South Conference, and that's where they went 15-3, but they lost their first round tournament game to Bellhaven 71-69. Actually, that was Southern Poly. I apologize about that. Here is Childs, looks at a 3, dribbles in, cranks it up, falls wide to the left, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Who will it belong to? I think it will stay with Southern Poly. Okay, in this tournament, which was held at the Frankfort Convention Center, they defeated number 4 Pikeville, defeated number 1 Lindsey Wilson, and won the tournament by beating Georgetown. So Cumberland's tournament champions. Hustling back is Lee Aiden.
He walked.
And you called it, he walked with the basketball. You think we've seen some walks earlier in this game by each side that have not been called.
That one was right in front of the referee.
Yes. Well, they're human. They make mistakes too, as we all do. Lord knows that people listening have heard me make some mistakes in this game. Underneath is Blackman, and his shot rejected. Getting a hand on it was Steve Goins. Inbounding for the Hornets with 16 to go on the shot clock is Bobby Smith. Hands to Blackman. His shot falls just a bit short. Neely pulls down the rebound. Twisting and turning. He races just outside of the arc is where he pulls up. Lifts the pass on the far side. Matt Daniel kicks it off to Santiago, who returns it for Matt Daniel. Being guarded closely. Dribbles out of traffic. Now in the paint. And he
fouled by Childs. Childs' second foul.
It's team foul number 3 on Southern Poly. So a fresh 35 for Cumberlands. They are down by a deuce, 51-49. Inbounded to Xavion Neely. Underneath, and Goins rips it off the iron. No good. Childs yanks the rebound down. Feeds it over on the far side. Now it's dropped back to Childs. Left side, C.J. McElrath drives into the key. His shot Misses the mark as it's knocked high in the air. There's a scramble for it. It goes into the hands of Smith. Backpedals, looks at a three. Instead plays it near half court. Pulling in that pass is Childs. Looking to set the offense. Handles the basketball on the near side to Cortez Irby. Underneath for Smith. Waits for the area to clear. Puts up a shot that misses, and Goins pulls the rebound down. He drives it over on the near side to Neely. He's quickly across the line, loses the ball. It's stripped from him. Falling to the floor was Childs. And a foul in that process. Will it be Childs?
It's going to be Neely.
Offensive foul on Neely. That gives Xavion Neely a total of 3 fouls in the game. And it's a shooting violation, so going to the line for a 1-and-1 is Childs. This big that already in the bonus are the Hornets. And Childs, 6 of 8, makes his first one. He has 12 points in this contest. It's now 52-49. Southern Poly, 8:05 to go in the second half. Another one coming for Jessie Childs. Childs, a senior, would love to extend his college career and doing everything he can. He just hits the second free throw. He has 13 points in this game. Timeout is taken.
You know, the Hornets are 11 for 15 in free throws. That's 73%.
That is fantastic. That is great. On the other hand, let's take a look at Cumberland. Free throws, 4 of 8. And it's very difficult to win when you do 50% or less.
That's correct.
54-49, Southern Poly leads Cumberlands. Some fans being entertained as they will be shooting something, miniature basketballs into
slingshot.
Yeah, big slingshot. Yes. Oh, that one doesn't make it. First shot hits the backboard. Young lady shooting. Sure, she'll try and put it over the backboard, this time under. Okay, if she misses this one, I bet they turn the slingshot machine. It's off the floor. It's not really a slingshot. Well, it is, but it's in a chair. Whoa! Thought she's going to make a basket with the last opportunity.
Just to the left.
Pretty soon, I imagine they'll turn it up. No. May have been a competition between the two ladies trying to shoot basketballs into the crowd.
Not too far off, though.
Here we go. 53-49 in favor of Southern Poly. 8:05 remaining in the second half. On the floor for Cumberlands, Leaden, Neely, Matt Daniel, and Santiago. And there's a collision in front of the Hornets bench.
That one's going to be on Childs. That's his third.
Well, do you take him out with 8 minutes and 2 seconds to go?
Well, he's kind of a toss-up there.
Mm-hmm. Jessie Childs very good at the free throw line. 8 of 10, 13 points total.
You still got 8 minutes in the game, so you got a long ways to go yet.
Mm-hmm. And it's a 4-point difference. We wait while they wipe up the floor, including the people wiping the floor up is Randy Fuller, one of the players for the Hornets. Matt Daniels to pull the inbound trigger. This is a big possession for Cumberlands, down by 4. A lot of time, as you mentioned. Hustling across the line. Neely, being guarded by Smith, picks up the dribble, slingshots it on the far side. Now an alley-oop attempt too high for Steve Goins. Goes out of bounds. A turnover by Cumberlands. That's their 17th of this game. I think that's 16th. And that gives Southern Poly the opportunity to increase their lead. Lobbed on the near side. Payne drops it to Smith, who gives to Childs. He hands it back to Trey Payne. He flicks it on the near side for Smith. Takes the pass into the left corner. Around the horn it goes down to the right corner. Randy Fuller underneath, and a shot rejected. That one put up by Irby, and it's into the hands of Neely. Start back for the Cumberlands Patriots. Gives to Daniel. A long shot. Rolls around. No good. Santiago with the rebound, and his shot misses the mark, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line. That's team foul number 5 on the Hornets.
Looks like fouls on number 20, Fuller, his third.
Randy Fuller may take a seat on the bench. Childs, though, still playing with 3 fouls. Santiago at the stripe. Looks at the mark and draws iron. What were we talking about? Made and missed free throws. Santiago, a 71% free throw shooter. That's his first attempt of this game. Let's see if he can hit the next one. Puts it up, and that one is good. He has 7 in this game, but once again, free throws hurting Cumberlands.
They're still 5 out of 10. They're still shooting 50%.
Childs lobs it over. Now left side it goes. Fuller still playing with 3 fouls. Fuller and Childs on the floor, 3 fouls each. Childs hustles in. He collides and now steps on Neely. Didn't see him there. It's an offensive foul on Childs.
That's his 4th. And he will take a breather.
He is someone they can ill afford to lose, too, as he has 13 points and 8 of 10 at the charity stripe for Childs. Basketball will be inbounded by Matt Daniel. Flips it off into the corner. And Neely back, being watched by C.J. McElrath. Neely across the timeline, 53-50. Southern Poly leads Cumberlands. Underhanded to Daniel, being watched by Randy Fuller. Oh, and a pass picked off, twisting and turning. Hustling the other way is Bobby Smith. In the paint, and he travels. 2 quick turnovers, 1 each way. 6:28 remaining in the second half. Cumberlands with the basketball, down by 3, 53-50. Slowing up the pace is Xavion Neely. C.J. McElrath eyeing him. He goes to the left hash mark, holds the basketball high, takes a bump from McElrath. Flings it over, left corner. That's returned to Neely. Out. Did he get by with a walk just now?
I just thought the same thing.
Neely drives the baseline, turns, puts one up, it rolls around, no good, but put back is good. That was from Flynn Clayman. He has 13, his first points, and no, actually it went to Leaden.
Yes.
But it was a 1-point game. They both had their hands up. Here's a 3 from McElrath. Rims around, no good. Offensive rebound by Fuller, knocked away. He regains it. He hands to Trey Payne. Left hash mark right in front of us. He gives between the circles, pulling in that pass is McElrath. Now long shot from just inside the arc by Fuller is good. His first 2 points of this game. It's a 3-point game once again. Southern Poly 55, Cumberlands 52. Matt Daniel the other way, rolls out a 3. Goins with the rebound. His shot too strong. Clayman tries to go to the hole. He misses, but he is fouled. And a big opportunity coming up for Flynn Clayman and his Cumberlands Patriots.
Fouls on Fuller. Number 20 for the Hornets. That's his 4th.
The Hornets have 2 players with 4 fouls each. Flynn Clayman to shoot free throws. He is 1 for 2 at the stripe. Gets this one to dance through. 86% from the line is Flynn Clayman. He has 12 points in this game. He has another one coming and makes it a 1-point game. It is 55-54, Southern Poly on top of Cumberlands. 5:03 to go in the second half. Slowly back is Trey Payne. His team up by a single point. Across the line he goes. Underhands for Smith. He gives to C.J. McElrath. He dishes that basketball off on the right side. Lob Pitts. Hands to McElrath. McElrath looks for a feed. Now gives to Trey Payne, who feeds Smith. Dishes it off right side. Back to Smith. 8 to go on the shot clock. Smith gives way to McElrath underneath. Now it's kicked back between the circles. Trey Payne, a three. Bounces high off the rim. No good. And there's a fight for the rebound put up. The foul called. The referee was right in front of me. I was unable to see what was happening there.
Foul on a shot. Is that going to be on? That looks like it's going to be on number 22.
That's on McElrath. Guess what? He has 4 fouls. So 3 Hornets with 4 fouls.
Actually, that was 22 on the Patriots.
True. Okay. First shot misses from Bobby Smith. He is a 68% free throw shooter. For Santiago, though, that was 4 on him. Another opportunity for Smith. This one bounds high, and that misses. Offensive rebound, put back misses, and another foul.
That's going to be on going. Number 30, his second.
And this time shooting free throws.
Correction, that's his third. That's his third.
A lot of people getting into foul trouble in this game. Ashton Pitts 2 for 2 at the line in this contest. Hits the rim, falls wide. Another one on the way for Ashton Pitts. Now back on the floor with 4 fouls, his Childs. With 3 is McElrath. Free throw shooter Pitts yet to foul. Trey Payne with just 1. As Pitts hits the second free throw, 3 of 4. 10 points in the game for Pitts. 2-point lead now for Southern Poly, 56-54. Matt Daniel backpedals, hands to Neely. We're down to 4:06 to go in the second half. 2-point lead for Southern Poly. Daniel, side his team's bench, shoves it off left side to Leaden. He gives to Flynn. Clayman hands it to Leaden. One hands the pass for Neely. A monster 3, bounces off the iron, no good. He had to fire that one because the shot clock was about to expire.
He had to get rid of it.
Almost made it. He was close. Slowly back is Trey Payne. Glances at the clock, which shows his team up by 2, 56-54. Pass back to C.J. McElrath. Takes a 3. Still holds the basketball. Pushes it over right side in front of his bench to Childs through traffic. Hits! Jessie Childs with 15. And it's now a 4-point advantage for Southern Poly, 58-54. Timeout is taken. Timeouts, oh no, I'm sorry, a foul. That was on Southern Poly's C.J. McElrath. And that's 3 on McElrath. Both teams in the bonus, in the double bonus, are the Cumberlands. Santiago back on the floor. He has 4 fouls. Setting up to shoot free throws, Xavion Neely. 70% coming in, 0 for 2 in this game. Well, his team really in need of some points here, especially with the clock not moving. They are down by 4, 58-54. Neely drains the first one. His first free throw of the game. Another opportunity coming up for Xavion Neely. He eyes the mark, and no good. Smith skies to pull down the rebound. As he slowly takes it across the line. sets up the offense. 3 minutes to go in the second half. 58-55, the Hornets of Southern Poly. Faking a pass, Childs. He threads the needle on the right side, back to Childs. He hands off, and Ashton Pitts, a shot misses the mark. Offensive rebound by Smith. Around the horn they go, setting up the offense. Holding the basketball, pointing at himself as he yells a play to his team is Trey Payne. 23 to go on the shot clock. 2.5 remaining in the second half. It's 58-55, Southern Poly. It's a big possession for the Hornets. They can make this a 2-possession game. Childs gives to Payne, back to Childs. 7 to go on the shot clock. Through traffic, gives to Payne all alone. He fired up a shot. It would not have counted had it gone
I think
through.
that's his fifth.
Foul. Who was it?
It's his
Childs.
fifth.
He is. That is his fifth. He is gone for the afternoon. Well, now he'll have to sit and just watch his teammates and yell encouragement from the sidelines.
Yeah, that's a big hit on Hornets.
They are up by 3, but nothing, absolutely nothing has been decided as of yet. Well, a big day of basketball here at the Municipal Auditorium. Jerry coming up after this one. We'll have Oklahoma Christian. They have a record of 20-12 against Concordia out of California. They are 26-7. And the final game you and I do will be number 13 John Brown out of Arkansas, 24-8 against the 24-9 Bulldogs from Montana Western. Childs is gone for the rest of this game. It's Pitts, McElrath, Payne, Smith. And who else is on the floor? Number 24, Cortez Irby. Matt Daniel takes his time going across the line. His team down by 3. Gives to Neely. He drives left side of the paint, turns, puts up a shot well short. Smith with the rebound, loses it to Santiago. His shot hits the iron, doesn't go through. And pulling down the carom there and starting back is Payne. 1:43 remaining in the second half. It's 55-58, Southern Poly on top. Nodding to his team is Payne. Inside the half-court circle. Now he starts to move forward. Gives on the right side to McElrath. He hands off to Irby. Left side it goes to Payne. Kicks it between the circles. C.J. McElrath with it there. Right side, Irby. Now dishes it off along. Hey! Rims around, no good, just as the shot clock was expiring. Back comes Cumberlands with the opportunity to pull within 1 or tie. The ball stripped out of the hands of Santiago, I thought, but I guess he touched it last. And it will go back to the Hornets. 1:06 remaining in the second half. The Hornets 58, the Patriots 55. With the basketball is Smith. He delivers on the right side. Now backpedaling near half court, McElrath trying to take as much time off the clock as they can. Are the Hornets being very patient. The Patriots not trying to foul. They're down by 3. Trying to force the issue. 6 seconds to go. A long 3 by Smith. Oh, he hits! How huge was that? My, oh my. That one may be what seals this one. It's now a 5-point game. Back comes Neely through traffic. A hook shot, and it's good. Neely with 8. Time is called. 24.8 seconds to go in the second half. It's a 4-point game, but Smith's basket, the Cumberland team was being so patient, the Patriots were, and, well, I guess they paid for it in the end.
That's exactly right. And how huge is that three-pointer from downtown?
Oh my. He was a mile away when he shot that. Well, I think the Patriots were doing the right thing, forcing them to take a shot, and better yet, taking them forcing them to take a shot from a long distance, which they did.
Yeah.
And it just happened to go in.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just one of those things where it just happens. And,
yes.
And it wasn't like it was one of the best shots he's made all night because it bounced off the rim 3 times, but, pinball.
Wow.
But how huge is that?
How often will the team from Southern Poly be looking at the replay of that basket by Smith just as time was winding down on the shot clock?
Oh, yeah.
That was just absolutely huge. Okay, 24.8 seconds remaining, 61-57, Southern Poly on top. Cumberland's just got a basket. Now they will have to foul. Who do you foul? Trey Payne, no free throw attempts, just 56%. Bobby Smith, 68%, 0 for 2 today. Jessie Childs, he's gone for the day. She is fouled out. Randy Fuller, 76 is, coast to coast goes Smith. He puts it up and in, and that may be all she wrote. 63-57. Full court pressure being applied as back goes Neely in the paint. Nice move, puts it up, no good. The rebound pulled down by Cortez Irby. He gives to Trey Payne, and a foul called. It was away from the action. 11.2 seconds to go, and it's now a 6-point lead for Southern Poly.
Fouls on Neely, number 23. That's his 4th.
And they have to hope that in the double bonus, Cortez Irby misses both shots, and he misses the first. He's 0 for 2. He entered this game hitting 81%. If he makes this one, he makes it a 3-possession game. Irby, as his team conceding the rebound, and it goes through. That one big. Gives Irby 13. Matt Daniel the other way. 7 seconds to go. A 3. Oh, nothing but the bottom commit.
Wow.
His first 3 of this game for Matt Daniel. Now 5.7 seconds to go. Still a 4-point lead for Southern Poly. 64-66.
Yeah, but you go back to that 3-pointer on the Hornets at the last of the shot clock time. And he makes it.
Take
How
that
huge
away.
is that? Yeah.
Take that away. All else even. It's a 61-60 lead for the Hornets. Well, what do you do now if you are the Patriots? If you're the Hornets, I think you just let them go the length of the court and put it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're the Patriots, you have to go for the steal.
And you don't want to foul them if they shoot a 3-pointer. Foul them when they get it, go to the line and score the extra point there.
Yeah, you just back off. You don't let it be a 3-point play unless it's a 3-point basket. Then take your chances with the inbound feed. Because by the time they went the length of the court, the 94 feet, that takes some time off of this 5.7 that remains.
Yeah, but last time around, Hornets did the length of the court in less than a second. Put a basket in.
Running the baseline, McElrath, long lob, Pitts, or that's Irby takes it in, immediately fouled. Just now into the game is Chance Armstrong, and he draws a foul. He is a freshman from Washington, Kentucky. And that will put Cortez Irby on the stripe. 1 for 3, even though he is an 81% free throw shooter. 4.3 seconds left to go in the second half. Cortez Irby's first one is good. 5-point lead now for the Hornets. Another one coming up for Cortez Irby. And that one is good as well. So Cumberlands, say if you're the Hornets, let them go down and score. Once again, 4.3 seconds remaining. Inbounded to Matt Daniel. He has to wait as he picks up the rolling ball. That's when the clock stops. 2 seconds to go. A long 3 bounces high, no good. The game has come to an end with Southern Poly scoring a 66-60 victory over Cumberlands. Cumberlands led at the half by 3. Southern Poly wins by 6. Let's take a quick look at some of the scoring leaders in this one. Hey, we don't have a mouse. We can't bring, well, we're trying to see it, but someone working on the stats, and they have it scrolled down where we aren't able to take a look. So let's look at our sheets right here. And unofficially, Jessie Childs, who fouled out, had 15 points in the game, 14 from Irby. They got 10 from Pitts, 11 out of Bobby Smith. Having a 9-point game was Trey Payne, and chipping in with 3, C.J. McElrath, 2 from Randy Fuller, and getting 1 point in the game was DeAndre Blackman. I believe that was the first point scored by either team in the game.